You's a vegan, but you going ham. Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to Pretty Brown Vegan, a place for plant-based comfort foods. In today's video, I will be showing you how I prepare my breakfast tofu scramble. So just stay tuned and we'll get right into all the spices that I use and some of the veggies that I like to use as well. So to begin, you will need a pack of firm tofu. And I like to go ahead and get started by pressing out a little bit of that excess water in between some paper towel. And then once you get a little bit of that moisture out, just go ahead and break it up into a bowl before you get ready for seasoning. Okay, so once you get that all broken up, just go ahead and get started with your seasonings. Please be generous with the turmeric. That is the main spice that I like to use here in this dish. You can be pretty heavy-handed with it. I will add a little bit more later. And then I also use salt and pepper. For my salt, I will be using Himalayan pink salt and just regular old black pepper. And I'm using a little bit of garlic powder as well. And I also like to use a little bit of chili powder as well. And I like to be pretty heavy-handed with the spices because tofu is pretty much tasteless and it takes on all of the spices that you put into it. I'm also adding in a bit of curry powder as well. So be as generous with the spices as you'd like. So that it can take on some really good flavors, because otherwise it will be pretty bland. And then just go ahead and toss that together. And just make sure you got your skillet heating up while you're doing all of this. And go ahead and add in some oil in the skillet. I am using avocado oil. And today I had just decided to use some bell pepper and onion that I had in the kitchen, but you can go ahead and add in any veggies that you like. You can add in more bell pepper, you can add in jalapeno, you can add in some broccoli, some spinach, some kale, whatever you're feeling, but I just went ahead and used what I had on hand. So I chopped up some red onion, and after I get that a little bit translucent, I will go ahead and add in some bell pepper that I had. So once that onion gets a little translucent, I will go ahead and add in the bell pepper. And go ahead and get it sauteed up until it is pretty tender. Once that bell pepper gets pretty tender, go ahead and toss in that seasoned tofu and just go ahead and saute it up until everything gets cooked well through. You will be able to notice when it's cooked through. Tofu doesn't take too long to really cook down, maybe about 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so. But I just like to make sure I can see all of the flavors culminating together. And as you can see here, I will go back and add in a bit more turmeric. I just feel like the more spices, the better with this dish, because tofu is super bland. But I love that it gives you a clean slate to work with, and you can literally make it taste like anything that you want. So turmeric is my main spice here, but any of the spices that you really prefer, you know, as far as like your breakfast that you typically have, just use the same spices that you typically use and just use it on a plant-based option. So that's pretty much how I get my tofu scramble together. You'll see here I'll finish sauteing it up for about another 10 to 15 minutes or so while I'm waiting on my toast to get through in the oven. I will be using a gluten-free toast today. I've been trying a couple different brands. Some of the brands aren't egg-free, so make sure you read your labels, but I've been trying to get into my gluten-free life. So you'll see that I go ahead and use some of my plant-based butter on some toast and put that on the side of my tofu scramble with a little bit of avocado. But that is what I like to do to prepare my tofu scramble. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned to see how I dress it up on the plate for serving, and please stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching.